Okay, I'm gonna try to make this a short and sweet video, but there's a lot of weird things happening. So as you can see, I'm on level 60 Psylocke, completely naked, no gear. No team up gear. Team up. It says he's at level 60, but I'm sure he's not. Yeah, there you go. So, no powers or anything. The only power I took is Assassinate. And in fact, let me just put 1 point into it.
This will be interesting.
I don't know. I'm kind of too lazy to test anything else but Assassinate. But Assassinate's the one that I noticed this on. I have 0 Omega points spent. I have 0 synergies selected. There. I reset Assassinate. So now it does 10 to 15,000 damage. So now I'm going to go into the training room. And just to make sure, 10 to 15,000 damage. All of a sudden it's 16 to 25,000 damage just from hitting the target. Then 12 to 18,000. 12 to slightly different 18,000. I'm not even stealthing or anything. So that is one weird thing. Now, the other weird thing that I'm not sure exactly how to test is (22) is that tooltip reflecting the extra damage when I am stealthed. So now I'm at 20 to 30. Back down to 12 to 18. That's 20 to 30. So my question is, what is going on with this tooltip? How are we supposed to be able to test whether or not a power is working correctly? I'm completely naked. Don't have any omegas mucking things up. Don't have any synergies or team up things. Nothing. Just the way that the ability should work by itself with no gear. And this tooltip is changing every other second, which doesn't make any sense. It's each time it's used, it's never the same. Is it trying to take into account the execute damage on the last target hit or something? I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason. So I guess maybe it's taking into account the bonus damage it should apply when stealthed. And that's okay. That's within the range of things. But my other issue is, let's see if we can get an example of this. I don't have very high crit chance, but my crit damage rating is 154% of normal damage, and my brutal strikes do 318% of normal damage. So let's play around, see what happens if I can. Let me put 1 point into this so I don't have to keep using Shadow Dash.
So little time.
25,000 is within range. 26,000 is within range. 20,000 is within range. Really would like to see a crit if I can. $43,000. So let's see. Let's take the low end, under 54%. So 20. Let me pull up my calculator. So roughly 20,100 times 1.54 is 3954. And 3150 1.54 46,431. I don't remember what that number was that came up, but it looks like it's okay. So let's keep going. Okay, so the tooltip must show what the damage is. I'm guessing it doesn't show the execute damage, so I should be able to get damage outside the range of the high end of 3150. Let me do this one so it's easier to see. $34,000. 34,000. So 2,100 times 1.54. It's just barely within the range, not including execute damage. So this target is about at, say, 30% health. So that should be, according to Execute's tooltip, an extra 70% damage. And I'm just barely breaking the low end crit damage a crit should do on it. I don't know how better to test this, since I don't want to put extra gear on or omegas or synergies to mess with it, but that just doesn't seem right to me. Something is going on here. By taking the low end damage and my basic critical damage, which hasn't changed during this whole test, I'm on a target that's at about less than 30% health. So I should get 70% extra damage on top of this tooltip, which hasn't changed regardless of the target's health. I agree that now when you're stealthing and hitting a target, the tooltip shows that damage, which is okay, I guess. And if I do it without the bonus damage, it goes back down. That's fine. And apparently, when not stealthing, the tooltip takes the health of the target into account. So it's like, I don't know. It's very strange. So let's go full health target, 10. A near dead target is 16,975. Let's see if we can do that. 16,975 times 2. So 33,950 should be the low end times 1.54. So I should be critting at the low end on this target at least 52,000 damage. All right. Let's see, full health target somewhere. This is close enough. So that's roughly yeah. So okay, the tooltip is taking into account the bonus from stealthing, but it's not when you stealth and hit a target. The tooltip already takes into account the bonus damage while stealthed, but that's just at the base amount. Doesn't take into account the execute damage on the tooltip. So on a target this low, I should be hitting or be able to hit much higher than the 30,150 health. which I am not seeing. So perhaps it's bugged that when stealthed, you don't take into account the missing health of the target at all. I'm not sure, but this target is almost dead, and I am not seeing one hit above the high end, which is 30,000 on this tooltip. A crit for 40k, which at the low end, not taking into account the target's health, should be 2100 times 1.54, at least 30k. That was 40k, so that's not too bad. The high end would be 150 times 1.54, should be 46. So it's in between, but this target is also down to maybe 5% health. So I should be getting at least a 95% bonus over the low end. But I don't know how the damage on this is being calculated. Seems kind of bad that you have to pick one or the other. Either execute damage or the bonus damage from stealthing. When the target is near low health, I'm doing almost as much damage as a stealthed assassinate. So I'm going to wrap this video up. I think that is the issue. It's not applying both bonus damages. It's only taking one or the other. As you can see, the tooltip damage on this very, very low health target is almost as much as when I'm applying the stealth bonus. So I think that should be fixed. Otherwise, the base damage on Assassinate needs to be scaled up, because missing out on almost half of the potential damage is quite a lot. I'll go ahead and post this video to the bug forum as well as the Psylocke forums, but I would appreciate if somebody could look into this issue. Thanks.